Come join me on the mat and we will begin. So here we are again. Welcome. So today we are working on core. This might be one of your most hated classes, but it's so necessary to work it all, to keep everything working. So that's our goal. We start with turn around, come down, come into the body. So I'll meet you there. Come around, come down, come into the body, and check in. Check in. So first getting comfortable with the hips and legs, with the shoulders and the back. Getting comfortable here and taking a breath. Taking a breath. The breath is the path to the inside. Coming to the inside where we pay attention, where we take care, where there's no force. We know what's enough, what's too much. And we scan the body and remember to have any tender places that need taking care, any aches or pains. So see what's true for you on this day at this moment so that you can take care. So that you can take care of the body and keep everything working. That's our goal. To take charge of this process. So today, as I said, we're working with core. So we first need to feel, what are we talking about here? What is the core? Bring hands, one high, one low, resting on the core. Resting on the core. Now just feel with your normal breath how there's expansion on the inhale and how there's letting go and softening on the exhale. Just noticing that expansion, inhale, and softening, exhale. That's your normal breath. Now let's feel the core muscles in action. Lift the head. Feel the contraction under the hands. Bring the head down. Feel the softening. And try it again. Lift it up. Feel contraction of the core. When you bring it down, feel the letting go and have a breath. There's another way to experience core, and that's extend one leg along the floor. Feel the core is relaxed as you're just relaxing here. Now lift the leg and feel core muscles react. Feel that. Bring the leg down. Feel the softening. Check it out. Other side, it'll be the same, I guess. So feel the core muscles relaxed. As you lift the leg, feel the contract. That's the strength of lifting the leg. When you bring the heel down, you feel it all soften. That was all contraction of the core. Bring the foot back. Now we will release and warm up the body as we typically do. Bring the fingers together. We'll do a few. Inhale up and over. Exhale down. Stretching a bit of core, but stretching upper back, neck, and shoulders. Warming up upper back, neck, and shoulders with the repetition of inhale up and over and exhale down. The repetition. Bit of stretch as the arms come overhead. Feel it in the ribs, feel it in the shoulders, feel it in the upper back and the neck, and then the release of the softening. One more like that. Now when you bring the arms down, press the waist and feel contraction of the core and stretch of the back and release. And release. Pick up the knees, circle the knees to massage the low back. This is all about the low back, to increase circulation, to release tension. Just notice if that feels good. It feels really good for my back. My back loves this. And I can think of it as small circles, as giant circles. Just see what appeals. See what feels good. Your body will tell you. And then we always pause and circle the other way. Same idea. Small circles or big ones. Fast or slow. Just play it out. Play it out. So we're bringing massage and circulation into the low back and releasing tension. And then we'll hug it up really close and release feet to the ground. Arms alongside. Breath. Breath. So as we work in today's practice, we will be working with the breath, changing our focus. So let's bring the hands back to the belly and feel what is my normal breath. My inhale, expansion. My exhale, softening. Now I'm going to say on the exhale, pull the belly in. So inhale is expansion. Exhale, pull the belly in. Press the waist. Feel the contraction under the fingers. Release for expansion. Inhale, breath. Pull the belly in. Squeeze the breath out. Feel the contraction under the fingers. Let's do it again. Expansion is your normal in-breath. On the exhale, contract the core, squeeze the breath out, press the back, feel it under the fingers, and soften. And have a breath. So we'll be working with normal breath. We'll be contracting the core, some of the breaths, and then the final will be inhale, expansion, contract the core, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, inhale, expand. Exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, inhale, expand. On the exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause, feel it. 1, 2, and release. Take a breath. So those are the variations on the theme of the breath that we'll be working with as we work with the core. So let's continue our warm-up, knees side to side. Head turns away. So we're just bringing a bit of twist into the spine. But do notice the core. Now we're wringing it out. We're twisting the core. Turning the head away gently, comfortably, as we wake up the body to twist. Wake up the body to twist. Take your time with it. Make it your own. See which side feels tighter. So this is so good for the spine and the muscles of the back and the muscles of the core. When you're back to center, pause here and have a breath. Let's pick up the knees, hug up the knees, bring the hands behind. So continuing our warm-up, it's extend and bend. On the other side, it's extend and bend. Continue. Just waking up the legs, adding a little stretch and release. We don't have to force it straight. Just find stretch. Find your stretch is your only job. No force. We want to feel it in the belly of the muscle. That's the thick part. We want to stretch it there. Take your time with it. Make it your own. Enjoy the sensation of stretch. These muscles work every step you take. They always appreciate stretch. They need it. So we're finishing up with this leg stretch series. We'll bring the feet back to rest. Bring the hands back to the core. Now we'll feel bridge rolling down and then feeling contraction of the core. So right now the belly is relaxed. Take a breath. Press the hips up. Now roll down. Feel contraction high, middle, and low as you roll down. And then when you're down, inhale breath, the belly softens and expands. Let's press again. Press the hips high, roll down. Feel contractions through the core, high to middle, middle to low, contracting as you go down to rest. There you have a breath. Soft belly when you have a breath. Let's do one more and just feel this linear contraction from high to middle, middle to low. Press the hips high. Stay here. Now come down a little bit. Pause and feel it under the fingers. Feel it in the core. Come down a little more. Feel it in the core. Come all the way down and come to rest. Release. Have a breath. So that's all been about modes of contraction, variations on contraction. So let's return to stretch. Bring one arm overhead. Feel stretch all the way down. Extend the leg. That deepens the stretch because part of core reaches into the leg, the iliopsoas muscle. reaches from here to here. So we get a stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretching core, release the arm, release the leg, come back to center and have a breath. Other side. Extend the leg. There's a stretch that reaches from the thigh into the core. Bring the arm overhead, finishing that stretch, and stay, and stay, and stay. When you inhale the breath, lengthen that stay. And release the arm, and release the leg, and come back to rest. Here, have a breath. Check in. Now we're releasing. We're coming over on 2 hands and knees. Hands and knees. Chakravarkasana, breath free. Take your time with it. This is a back stretch. It works the knee joint deeply. It works the toes a bit. Works the spine. You know how this one goes, Chakravarkasana. Now let's pause. So that was using our normal breath. Now we're going to consciously contract the core on exhale. Squeeze out the breath. Drop back. Inhale, return. Squeeze out the breath as you drop back. Inhale, return. Relax, have a breath. Now we'll add the other component, which is hold after exhale. Squeeze out the breath, drop the hips back, pause on empty. Feel it. 1, 2, return. Have a breath. And once more, squeeze out the breath, drop back, pause on empty. Feel it. 1, 2, and return. Release the breath. Let's find our way into angry cat. Tailbone tuck, chin tucks. Press down through the hands, press up through the ribs. The whole back of the body is in stretch. And you can check in with the core. There's a bit of contract there. It's making it all happen. And now we will release. So we've all been about contracting the core. This next up dog modification stretches core. So this is all about the stretch. Arms, longer, wider. Drop hips, lift chest, stretch core. Feel it. And rest as you come back. Pause, have a breath. We'll repeat this at your own pacing. So when you drop the hips and lift the chest, we're here to stretch the core. And then we press back. Feel arms, shoulders, back, stretch. A couple more. Stretching core. Finishing with this one. Stretching core. We're preparing to release. And so we do. Release the arms, release yourself up to stand. Come to standing. Come to our warm-up series where we will be working with these 3 elements of the breath: the normal breath, contract core breath, contract core, pause on empty, feel it. But we will stop between each segment. So we begin with normal breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Return and side stretch. And other side stretch. And drop down to Utkatasana chair and pick it up again. Flowing down. Flowing up. To the side. And back. To the side. And back. Drop down to Utkatasana chair and back. Release the arms. Check in. Now we're going to contract core on exhales. So we'll be consciously contracting core on those exhale breaths. When you're ready, inhale, lift, contract core. Inhale, lift, contract core. Inhale, lift, contract core. Inhale, lift, contract core. Inhale, lift, and we do it again. Contract the core. Inhale, up. Contract the core. And return. Contract the core. Return. Contract the core. Return. Release the arms. We come to our third element, which is contract the core, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2. Here we go. Inhale up. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale up. Contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2. Return. Other side, same. Contract, pause. Return. Contract, pause. Return. Final set, same. Exhale down, pause on empty. 1, 2. Return. Contract, pause. 1, 2. Return. Contract, pause. Return. Contract, pause. Return. And release. And release. Find your mountain checklist. Feet hip width apart. Toes and knees unlock. Tailbone tuck for some. For all, extension crown. Shoulders up, back, and down. Feeling it solid. Feeling it steady, strong, and still. Feeling that inner mountain Tadasana. Preparing to release. Let's release and bring one foot forward, other foot back, widen the base. So we're going to be working with our 3 breath type series, and we will stretch the core and contract the core in repetition. So the feet are hip width apart and wide, the hands behind. Let's lean back, feel core stretch, fold forward, normal breath, inhale, lift up, lean back, stretch the core, fold forward. Come back up, release the breath. Now we'll contract the core on exhale. Lean back, stretch core, contract core, exhale. Lean back, stretch core, contract the core, exhale. Come back up, release the breath. Our final will be contract the core, pause on empty. So we begin with lean back, stretch the core, contract the core, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, lift up, lean back, stretch the core, contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2, come back up, release the breath. Now let's come for a nice long stretch. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, stretching core. It's a back bend. So you feel the stretch all the way down the front line. Staying in the warrior 1. Feeling the stretch. And let's release and change sides. Other foot, forward, back, wide. Hands come behind. So our series will be the same. 2 repetitions with normal breath, 2 repetitions with contract core, and the final 2 with contract pause. So lean back, stretch the core, exhale, fold, Parsvottanasana. Lift up, lean back, stretch core, fold, Parsvottanasana. Come back up, release the breath. Now, the 2 where we'll contract the core on the exhale. Lean back, stretch, core, squeeze out the breath, come back up, stretch core, squeeze out the breath, come back up, stretch core, release the breath. Our final 2 are pause on empty. So we begin with lean back, stretch the core, squeeze out the breath, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, lift up, lean back, stretch the core, contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2, lift up, release, release. Now let's come for a long stretch. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, and stay. It's a back bend. We're stretching the whole length of the core. Final breath. And release. And release. Let's come back to mountain. Check back in. Check back in with our toes and knees unlocked. With the tailbone tuck for some. For all, extension crown. Shoulders up, back, down. Feel it solid and steady. Feel it strong and still. The mountain. Feel the breath. Feel any reaction in your body. Check in. So when we're still like this, sometimes the thoughts leave and go outside. Pull them back to the body. It's part of the practice. Staying engaged. Holding focus. Final breath here. We'll release and practice a bit of balance challenge. So when you lift the leg, it contracts the core. It has to contract the core to lift the leg. This is the iliopsoas muscle that I mentioned here. So we're going to bring out the arms, contract the core on the lifts. Final time, and down and change sides. See if that was your best side. And release. And release. So let's come back. So now we're coming down to the knees. Make your way back down. Chakravakasana, easy, soft. Breath stays free. Easy, soft, Chakravakasana. Breath free. Let's come to a rest. Now just notice the core. It's relaxed. The core is relaxed. Lift one arm and feel the work that comes in. Opposite leg, extend and lift. Feel extra work that comes in. It's all through the core. We'll release the arm and feel the ease up. Release the leg and feel the total ease up. Return to Chakravakasana. And then we'll check out the other side. So let's lift the leg first. Opposite leg up and back. Where's the work in the core? Add the opposite arm. Where's the work in the core? Release the leg, feel it ease up. Release the arm, feel it ease up. Return to Chakravakasana with the breath free. So now we're coming to more work for the core. This is the low plank, elbow, elbow on the ground. Hands touch, foot, foot, drop the butt and stay. It's total core contraction. We're ready to drop the knees, release the hands, return to Chakravakasana. Feel the breath. So that was all contraction of the core. We got to bring in a stretch. So let's once more extend arms, drop the hips, lift the chest, and stay and feel core stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel it and press back. Stay. Feel the breath. Reacting to the work. So we're ready now to release. Come onto the belly. Make your way down. Belly to the ground. Arms forward. Forehead resting. And I always have to keep my chin out because of the microphone, but you have forehead down. Let it go. Let it relax. Feel the breath. Feel the breath reacting to all the work. So we're on the belly. We'll be working with the belly down back bends. Their purpose is to strengthen the back, but at the same time, we're getting some core stretch in some of the postures. So we'll pay attention to that. But right now, let's check in with the navel at the ground. Pull the navel from the ground into the body, button. Release, expand, in breath. Exhale, pull the belly in, button. Release, expand, inhale, breath. So we're pulling the navel to the spine. I call it button. Feel that contraction in the core. Release for the inhale, breath. We'll be using some of this buttoning technique as we work with Ardha Salabhasana. But we begin with Bhujangasana, Cobra, hands alongside, cheek to the side. So, with this Bhujangasana Cobra, we're bringing head to center, press and peel up, and come on down. Down and take a breath. So this is primarily looking at the contraction of the back for strength, but today we are noticing the stretch in the core. Now we begin with repetition. Inhale, head, press up, peel up. Exhale, down, turn the cheek. We continue at your own pace. Each lift contracts the back and stretches the core. Continue. Down and have a breath. Now let's come, bring the head to center, press the palms, peel up and stay. See what you feel through the core, this stretch, what you feel in the back, mid-back, and especially the low back, all the contraction of the stay. Final breath here. Release arms forward, bring forehead to rest. Relax. Feel the breath. Relax. Next, we'll be lifting one leg and then the other. And on the inhale, we're lifting. This is a contraction. This is a strength builder. But we're going to button on the exhale down. We're going to button the navel to the spine on the exhale. This will be contracting core. So forehead to rest. Arms are wide. Feet are a comfortable distance apart. I have to have my chin out for the microphone. But we'll work the same. Inhale, lift the left leg. Button the navel, exhale down. On the inhale, lift the right leg. Button the navel, exhale down. That'll be the process as we continue with repetition and alternating sides. On the left, inhale up. Button the navel to the spine, exhale. On the right, inhale up. Button the navel, exhale down. Down and take a breath. Continue, do another set of two repetitions. Buttoning the navel to the spine on your exhale down. Come to a rest when you're down and have a breath. We're continuing with this, with the inhale up that strengthens the leg, the low back, and the exhale down that buttons the navel to the spine, contracting core, strengthening core. Another set. On the exhale, button your way down. Inhale, come up, button down. One more. You're down. When you're down, release the arms. Come on to the back. Come on over, and we'll explore a bit of stretch. Because we've been contracting core, stretching core. Now we're going to stretch core once more. Arms overhead. Stretch core, stretch core, stretch core. Release the arms. Pick up the knees. Circle the knees. So this is a reward for the low back for all of that hard work and lifting. Massage. Circulation. Releasing tension. Circle each way. So next we're going to explore spinal twist and see which one brings more work to the core, the lying down one or the seated one. Hug the knees, feet to rest, arms are wide. So let's roll the knees to the side and turn the head away and bring attention to the core and see what we feel, where we feel it. Top side, middle, bottom side, see what you feel in the core as we stay in this spinal twist. On the inhale, come back with the head, come back with the knees. Swap it out. Knees down, head away. What do we feel in the core? The outer core, inner core, top side, middle, bottom side. What's true for you in this twist? How it affects the core. Final breath here. Come on back. Take a breath. Now we're going to roll over and come to sit. And check out the seated spinal twist and see which one has more effect on the core. So let's come on and sit. Sit blanket if you like. Bring out the knees. So this is an easy twist. We're just examining how this affects the core. Hand across, hand behind, lengthen on the inhale, gradually and gently, deepen the twist. See what you feel in the core. See what you feel in the core, comparing it to the lying down twist. This feels like much more. Final breath, head, come back to the center. Let's check out the other side. Hand across, hand behind, lengthen spine, gradually and gently, deepen your way into the twist. Bringing more and more twist into the core. You know, I talk about it as wringing out a towel. So the seated twist seems to bring a lot more core work. Maybe in the lying down twist, more hip work. We'll see. Release the head, release back to center. Hug up the knees and stay in the stretch. Stretch for the back. Breath is free. Final breath. Come back up. Now once more, we're going to do some more work for the core. Feet come out, arms come up. Lean back, lift the feet, down. Exhale, come back, 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 back. Inhale up. We're going to leave the feet on the ground for this. Exhale, back, 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 back. Inhale up. And again, back slowly. Inhale up. It's core. Take a breath. So let's do one more as slowly as you can go. Back as slowly as you can go. This is called an eccentric contraction. When you come up, it's called a concentric contraction. And we'll release, bring out the legs, sweep the arms over and down, soft knees. Paschimottanasana. It's a stay. It's a stay with the breath free. The stretch through the whole back of the body, from the neck to the spine, to the tailbone, and the whole length of the legs. Paschimottanasana. Our final posture before we move into our relaxation. Final breath here. Let's release. Prepare to come down. Bring support under the head, under the knees, or wherever it works for you as we come into Shavasana. Getting comfortable. Coming down, getting comfortable to the ground. So because we've been working so much with the core, let's do a final stretch of the arms overhead to lengthen the core. Then bring the arms down alongside. Now finish your settling in with the hips and the legs. with the shoulders, the back, the neck. Feel the whole body to the ground. Whole body to the ground, and we redirect focus. Redirect focus to hips and legs. There, squeeze and tighten hips and legs. Feel it. Let go and soften hips and legs and feel it. Have a breath. Shoulders. Squeeze the shoulders to the ears. Stretch through the fingers. Lift the head gently. Bring the head down gently. Let go. Shoulders, arms, hands to the ground. Have a breath. Come to the jaw. Move and stretch the jaw. And release. Stretch the tongue toward the chin. And release. Press lips, wrinkle nose, squint eyes, squeeze, feel it. Release, soften. Soften and come back through the body. Come back through the body, begin with the toes. We're checking in to discover any remaining tension. We are softening. Softening is the name of the game for the toes and arches, for the heels and ankles. Softening, calves, shins, knees from the inside, softening. Softening upper legs, hips, and belly. Feel the whole lower body, softened and relaxed. Check in with the spine. Feel the spine, where it touches, where it does not, different for each. Feel the weight of the shoulders, arms, hands, heavy down. And feel how the fingers have relaxed and softened. Fingers have relaxed and softened. Bring your attention to the throat and soften the throat. Soften the lips. Soften tongue floating, teeth not touching. Soften cheeks, relax. Soften behind the eyes, relax. Soften brow and scalp, relax. Whole body letting go. Whole body relaxing. Become aware of breath. How the breath is relaxing. And we look deeper. Mind and thought. Sounds may come. If you can stay relaxed, do it. Thought. We can get carried away with a thought. When you find yourself there, come back here. Come back here to the body, come deepest. Deepest, you'll find stillness, peace. That's what's there. And just stay and enjoy that peace. Come back to the breath. Come back to the breath. Feel the movement of the breath and begin to stretch the body. Return to the body. Return to movement and stretch as we close. As we close, I hope you keep with you the ease in your body and strength, the balance, the energy, and the peace. Until the next time.